Who is Santa Claus? For a fictional character, we all know an awful lot about him. Some of you may tell me Santa Claus is an overweight man with a white beard and a red outfit. Others of you may say he lives at the North Pole and he creates toys for boys and girls around the world there. And others of you may even tell me he travels on a sleigh that's pulled by 9 reindeer. So how do we know so much about a fictional character that doesn't even exist? The truth is, as naive children, the world of adults around us colluded to convince us that Santa Claus was real. And for several years, we may have believed that. But as our brains began to develop, and we were able to start critically thinking about things that were abstract in nature, we started asking really good questions like, how does Santa fit all those toys on one sleigh? How does Santa get to every city in the world in just one night? And why didn't Santa Claus give me what I really wanted this year? Does any of this sound familiar to the reality facing America in 2012? Chances are, if you're watching this video, you're all grown up now. But if you're like most Americans, you still believe in some form of what I like to call Santa Claus economics. Americans love the idea that someone or something bigger than themselves is willing to take care of them at little to no cost to themselves. But you're too sophisticated to probably believe that a man in a red suit is able to create millions of toys in his factory with little regard for the production cost. And you're far too mature to think that that man from the North Pole would be willing to give away millions of toys to children around the world without expecting anything in return. Those views would be childish in your estimation, I imagine. Instead, you believe in men who wear black suits who live in Washington. And you believe that they're able to spend our way out of a recession. And they don't even give any regard to the origin of the money they're spending. And despite an aging population and increasing medical costs, you probably still believe that Medicare and Social Security can continue in their current form. And the crazy thing is that most of us are counting on them. You believe that the government can provide for our economic needs. But friends, it can't. And it won't. Our system is broken, and it must be fixed. And we've got to do it now before it's too late. Take a look at the figures on the screen streaming in from usdebtclock.org. Do you understand the significance of what you're seeing on the screen? As an economics teacher, I'm amazed by how oblivious most Americans are when it comes to the significance of our federal government's persistent deficits, its unfunded long-term liabilities, and its national debt, which has increased by more than 1,500% since Ronald Reagan took office. Unfortunately, when it comes to economics, most people seem to believe that ignorance is bliss. Sadly, the vast majority of Americans are willing to simply accept the empty promises that our elected officials make year after year. Friends, I'm here to tell you that believing in the promises of our government is no better than believing in the promises of Santa Claus.